Hi, everybody. This is President Rick Bailey from Northern New Mexico College, coming to you from the beautiful El Rito campus. Today is Tuesday, May the 18th. Thank you, as always, for tuning in to our latest video update for our college and our community. A few issues to talk about today. The first one is, and I'll just be right up front, I would love your help on something, just to give you some ideas of what we're thinking about. As you know, this week, the CDC came out with new guidelines regarding the wearing of masks. And our state here in New Mexico has adopted those CDC guidelines. What it basically says is that if people have been fully vaccinated, meaning that you have gotten both of your Pfizer or Moderna shots, or the single Johnson & Johnson shot, and then 2 weeks after that, so 2 weeks after J&J or 2 weeks after the second dose of Moderna and Pfizer, those people now, indoors and outdoors, can feel comfortable enough to take their masks off in public. Now, that's based on a couple of things. The science is basically telling us that the risks, not only of transmission, but the risk of even contracting the virus are incredibly low. They're not zero, but they're incredibly low. So that's very good news for us. It means that we're very much coming out of this crisis. We're not there yet, and it's not zero risk, so we have to be mindful of that. But how do we implement that at the college? Especially as we are now starting to transition, especially later in the summer and certainly in the fall, to more of a physical presence on our campuses. So I just wanted to share with you some ideas that I had, and by all means, please share with me your views. I would love your feedback, love your help on how we implement this at the college. But I wanted to give you some ideas of what I was thinking. Here's my thought. The way the CDC has guided us, and the state is guiding us, is that if you have not been fully vaccinated, then your default position is to wear a mask. That is something that you need to do to help keep everyone, including yourself, safe. So we're going to have three groups of people, I think, at the college. We are going to have those people who have not been vaccinated yet, who are going to be wearing their masks in line with the guidance. We will have people who have been fully vaccinated and will have the option not to wear their masks. But then there'll be a third group of people, and it's not a small group, a third group of people who have actually been fully vaccinated, but because of their own sensitivities, because they may have someone in their household who has not been vaccinated yet, those people are even fully vaccinated are still going to wear a mask. So here's what I think we can do to help with this. And again, this is not policy yet. This is just my thinking so far. And that is that all of us, every single person who is going to be physically on presence on either campus, will always have to have a mask on their person at all times. Everyone has to have a mask. For those who have been fully vaccinated, they will be free to take their masks off and to operate normally. But when they come even in the vicinity of someone who has a mask on, then it's incumbent upon us to put our masks on as well, out of respect for those people. Now, here's why I think this idea can work. One, it doesn't lead to a passport vaccination scenario, right? Where everyone's going to have to show that they have been vaccinated. We're going to put our trust in people to make sure that they are doing that properly. But it also respects the privacy of those who have not been vaccinated yet, and it respects the privacy of those who actually have been vaccinated but still choose to wear a mask. So what does this mean? This means if you are coming even within 12 feet of someone else who has a mask on, out of courtesy, we put our masks on. If you're in a classroom and there is at least one person in that classroom who has a mask on, then everyone puts their mask on, just out of respect. I think in that way we can keep health and safety a priority for us, and we can continue to respect the decisions of all of those around us. And in the meantime, so anyways, this is the idea. Please give me your feedback on that. I really think this can help us move forward. For those who haven't been vaccinated and who are still considering it, again, please consider it. Go to vaccinenm.org, and you can sign up for a vaccine. They're actually very much readily available now for those who want to get it. Those who are 12 years of age and older are now able to get the vaccine, which is important. Going back to the mask issue, one of the areas that the CDC has not authorized yet for people to take their masks off is in schools. And we are going to have students on our campus, Upward Bound is the perfect example, where those students, dual credit's another example, where those students are still going to have to wear masks to comply with state guidelines. So it's incumbent upon us, if we're in the vicinity of Upward Bound, if we have dual credit students in our classes, then we're going to put our masks on too, to make sure that they are kept safe. And to respect those who cannot or will not get their vaccine yet. The other thing for us to consider is there are people among us who cannot get the vaccine yet. There are people who have medical issues who can't get the vaccine. There are people who have religious issues that are keeping them from the vaccine. We need to be respectful of them as well. So let me know your ideas. I would love to get your thoughts on that. All of this will be articulated in an operations plan for late summer and fall. That'll likely come out here in the next month or so. And so your ideas will help us form that ops plan. It will not be as rigorous as what we did for the last 2 semesters, because obviously the restrictions are going to be a little bit looser, but we still need some kind of plan so that everyone knows how operations are going to happen on the campus. We're getting a lot of questions about commencement, which is great. I know it's the season of graduation. We have a team working very diligently to plan a series of commencement activities at the Espanola campus in mid-September this year. And those commencement ceremonies are going to celebrate both the graduates of the class of 2020 and our current graduates for the class of 2021. Again, we'll give you plenty of time to plan for that, but that will be something that now we can have family members, guests, community members together to celebrate our graduates. And so we ask all of you to please help us spread the word when that comes out. More info will be coming out this summer, but plan on mid-September for those commencement activities to take place. Let me finish with a discussion about self-care. For all of you who helped out with our team spirit activities over the last few weeks, I want to give a heartfelt thank you to all of you for participating. We really appreciate it. One of the things that really came out from all of you who participated was a need for us to be mindful about self-care. How are we taking care of ourselves, not just throughout the pandemic, but even as we transition back? We need to make sure that as we make that transition, and really always, that we are building self-care into our own schedules. How are we making sure that we're taking downtime? How are we making sure that we're spending time now with families that we put off for 15 months? We need to be very, very diligent about how we incorporate self-care activities into our own personal schedules. Here's my pledge, because I'm one of the worst violators of that. We need to model that behavior ourselves. So I'm asking all of us as leaders at the college, please demonstrate that behavior. I will promise to try and do that as well. But the more we take care of ourselves, the better we are going to be in service to each other, and certainly the better we are going to be in service to our students. So please think about how you're going to build self-care and self-care activities into your schedule to help you. And helping you helps us. All right, everybody, that's it from El Rito. Thank you, as always, for tuning in. From all of us at the college, our students, our faculty, our staff, we say muchísimas gracias, kunda woha. God bless you and everyone you love. Thanks very much, everyone. We'll talk to you soon.